this video, I'll walk you through the features of IceHrm. And first of all, I have logged in as an admin. Here you can see the available modules. So here you have a dashboard, and from the dashboard, there are shortcuts to various modules which are used very frequently. And since I'm going through module one by one, I'll be using the left side menu. So here you have company structure. You can define your company structure here. So here you can store all the details about your company, your all the departments, branches, and everything. So when you're defining a department or a company structure, you can specify a parent structure. So here you can select a parent structure, and that will be properly updated on the graph. So here we have a graph also showing how your company, departments, branches, and all these things are connected. Right. So for an example, if you say if you want to assign QA team to the head office, you can just go to your parent, your company structure, and you can select the parent structure as the head office here. Save it. Go back to the graph and see that is updated. All right. So the next module is the job details setup. So each company has various job roles. So you can define all these job roles and titles here. You can give a description, and you can save it. So why you need job roles is that when you are adding employees, you will have to assign job titles to these employees, right? So just like that, you have pay grades, and then you have various employment statuses. When you are defining employees, you have to add an employment status to each and every employee. So the next module, we have the qualification setup. And the qualification setup, you can add various skills, various predefined skills of the employees in your company, and then you can add these skills to the existing employees. You can define educational qualification requirements in your company, the certifications, and also the languages. When you're defining languages, you can just give a description as well. And also when you're assigning the languages, you can select the language fluency levels of each and every employee. Okay, so the next module is the training setup. So most of the companies have training programs. So here you can define courses, and a course can have a code name, coordinator, a trainer, the details about the trainer, and how the payment is made, whether it is company sponsored or the employee need to be making a payment, and the currency and the cost and all these things. So with the courses, you can create training sessions. A training session should have a course attached to it, and so likewise, you have a schedule time, the assignment details, and where are the what is the delivery method, whether you are going to do it in a classroom, whether it's online or it's a self-study course, or it has the delivery location and the how the attendance should happen. So it's like if you have selected as a sign, then when the employees won't be able to subscribe to the training sessions, you have to assign these sessions to the employees. And if you have selected it as sign up, then the employees can come in and sign up to these training sessions. So I'll just add one training session here. Okay, it's just a dummy training session. I'm going to schedule it on 25th. The assignment due date I don't want to specify, and this will be a classroom assignment, and I'm not going to give a okay. Just type sign up. Attachment, I don't have any attachment. If you have any attachment regarding the training session, then you can upload it here. It could be a assignment or something else. And this one, the training certificate required is like when you are confirming whether an employee has attended the training session, then if you selected yes, when they're confirming their attendance, they will have to upload certificate, right? Okay, so here I'm going to save it. Right now you have training session, and then here you can assign training sessions to employees if you want. So I'm just going to send this training session to another employee. Save it. Right, you have it there. So if you want to see how an employee can subscribe to a training session, then you can go to training management. Here, this section is available for the employees. Even though I am an admin, I am also an employee. So here I can see my training sessions. I don't have any training sessions assigned, or I have not signed up for any training sessions. So here I can see all the training sessions defined in the campaign. There I can sign up to the training session. I'll show up here in my under my training sessions. So here you can edit the training session, view it, view the details of it, and I can unsubscribe from the training session if I want, and also I can confirm that I have attended the training session. So let's say I'm just going to show you how I can do the complete the training session. When I click this button, it will show you that an error because I have not attached any proof that I've done that I've completed the training session. So it's going and the status scheduled, and I'm going to upload something here. You can copy it as a the proof of completion, and then I'm going to save it. Okay, now I'm going to say that I've completed this training session. Alright, so it says like that. So this request will the admin or the manager will be able to go through the training session completion request and then approve it. But here, unfortunately, I'm the admin and I don't have any supervisors. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go into my employee details and I'm going to assign myself a supervisor and then log in as that supervisor. Then I can approve my training request. It editing for. And I'm going to assign supervisor to me. It's Anna. Save it. So now I'm going to log out and log in as the manager. My manager. Alright, okay, now I have logged in as the manager, and the manager can go to the training management, and also it's the go to training management, and then you should be able to see the training sessions of the direct reports. So now the IceHrm employee has mentioned that he has attended the training session, and I'm going to have a look at it. Okay, then I'm going to see, I can see the proof of completion as well, and from there I'm going to upload that request. Okay, done. So now I'm going to log in again as the admin. So here you can see that there can be admins and the admin can be a subordinate of a manager. So even though the admin has a higher privilege level, but that the employee for the who's acting as the admin of the system can be a subordinate of a manager as well. So now I'm here and I can see the notification saying that my manager has approved my attendance status of the training. Right. So if I go to the training module, I can see that my training session has been marked as completed. Alright, now that was the training module, and here you can see the projects and plan setup. So here you can add the details of the clients of your company, and you can see the details, and you can add projects. Project can be attached to a client. So here, for example, project, and I can assign it to a client, and I can get details. Right. So also I can assign projects to employees. So here I'm going to assign my new that the new project to an employee. Okay. Save it. Okay. So now I have assigned that project to the employee. So what is the use of it actually? So the use of it is when you have assigned projects to employees, they can record their time against projects under the timesheets. I'll come to timesheets, but at a later time. And when I'm coming back to the timesheet, I'll show you how this is useful to adding time against projects. Right. Now, the next step is the leave settings. It's the leave module is a bit of a complex module which need a lot of configuration details. But like I'll just go through the basic settings of the leave module and just show you what you can do using the leave module. Okay. So a company can have different type of leaves and vacations. So you can have annual leaves, casual leaves, and medical leaves. Right? So each company, these leaves each employee can have a fixed number of annual leaves and casual leaves and the medical leaves, and these leaves might you should be able to carry forward these leaves to the next year, and you should be able to proportionate the number of leaves that you are getting based on the date that you have joined the company. So for an example, if you have joined the company in the end of May, then you might be getting only 7 leaves, only 7 annual leaves, right? And also the company should be having leave periods. So we have a concept called leave period that will bind all the leaves taken by an employee to a given period. So it doesn't necessarily need to be from the 1st of January to 31st of December. This can actually change. It can be from 1st of April to the 31st of May. Here you should first change all the leave periods accordingly before you start using the leave module in IceHrm. So now at the moment the current leave period is 2016. So we have another thing called work week. In the work week, there are companies that only works from Monday to Friday, but there are some companies that have Saturday half day, and in some organizations there can be companies in different countries, and the work week for different countries could be different. So, for an example, I'm now going to edit this and I'm going to change it to Turkey, right? So, if you have a branch in Turkey, then uh, they will have Monday as a day off. So that's nice, right? So for all other countries, or for all other departments in all countries, then the Monday is a working day. For holidays, you have to add all your holidays with a year. Adding just a month and the date is not sufficient. You have to add it at the year as well. But if you think it's like it's a it's a bit troublesome to add the holidays for each and every year, then you can just clone a holiday here and then change date. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to more advanced concepts. We have something called leave rules. So why we need to be using leave rules is so for an example, let's say in your company you have annual leaves 14 per year for all the employees except the CEO. So you can go to leave rules and you can select the job title as the CEO, and you can say the CEO has 25 annual leaves. So all other settings in the under the leave types can be or in leave rules. Okay, actually, so the configuration of the leave module is bit different, bit difficult. So if you're having any trouble, you can always contact our support team at IceHrm, team@ichrm.com, or you can send an email to contact@gamonite.com, or you can send a contact request via our website, which is IceHrm.com. So we can help you to set up your leave policy, and that will be a one-time setup, and you can continue to use that setup for many years to come. Right, so there's another concept called paid time off. So the paid time off can be used to assign random leaves to the employees. So let's say you have an employee who worked on a Sunday due to some urgent task they have to complete, but you promise to give them a day off on Monday. So you can do it here. You can select the leave period. You can give them 1 day of casual leave and that employee. Right. So, and we have some other thing called leave groups. So the leave groups can be used to group various leave types into various groups. So, for an example, there's one. I'll just show you one usage of leave groups. Like, so let's say you have female employees, and you have to give maternity leaves to these employees, and only the female employees should be getting these leaves. So you can use the leave groups concept to implement it. So here, as an admin, you can see all the leaves that has been applied in the company by all the employees, and you have the opportunity to approve or reject these leave requests here. So I'm just going to approve this leave, for example, and I'm going to enter out as well. So this note the employee can see this note actually. Okay, now, so I know that we have 14 annual leaves per year, and our current leave period is 2016. Now I'll show you what is the view of an employee. So since I'm also an employee, I can go to the leave module here, and view all the leaves that I have applied. So I can see all my leaves here. One leave is approved, one leave is pending, and if I want, I can cancel the leave as well. Alright, so then I can see my leave entitlement. Okay, it's like I have 23 leaves. Okay, but you might have seen that I have only defined 14 annual leaves per employee. So how that has happened? So let's, for that we have to go back and see our leave settings again. Let's see the whether I'm getting 25 leaves because I've already applied for 2 leaves. I've already applied for the 2 leaves, and I can I can see still I have 23 leaves left. Right. So I'm just going to go and check what is my job title. Okay, my job title is this one, the CEO. So I, that explains it actually, because in the under the leave settings we have given the CEO 25 days of leave using a leave rule. So all the settings here will be overridden by that. So I'm going to delete this leave rule because I don't need 25 leaves. So when I go back to the leave module, I can see that my leave entitlement has got reduced to 12. Okay, now um, right now I can see my approved leaves here. I can see pending leaves. I can see all subordinate leaves. This person is a subordinate of mine, and I can see the, the leaves that this person has taken. Right, okay, and these are my leave cancellation requests. So it is so that how that actually works. So let's say now here I have not taken any leaves on 2015. So let's see how this leave carry forward and accrue features are working. I'm going back to the leave settings again, and for the annual leave, I'm going to set to enable leave carry forward, and I'm going to set it to 100%. The percentage of leaves carry forward will be 100%, and there will be no maximum number of leaves that can be carried forward from one year to another. The carried forward leave period will be 1 year, or if you want, you can make it available for 2-3 years. I mean, less than 1 year as well. Uh, I'm not going to proportionate my leaves on the join date. I'll show you that later. And whether we need to send notification emails when somebody approves your leave will be defined here. And I need the notification emails, and because I am keeping it at CS. Okay, we don't need to assign any leave group here, and the leave color I'll just give it as green one. This leave color will be useful in the leave calendar when you are identifying annual leaves. Okay, now let's see. So I have enabled leave carry forward. So, and the leave carry forward percentage is 100%. So I should be getting the all 14 leaves which I'm entitled for 2015. Let's see whether it's there. I'm going back to my leave management, and I'm going to check the leave entitlement. That is 26 available leaves, and I have taken 2 leaves. That means I have originally entitled for 28 leaves. So that is correct. Now I'm going to do another change to the leave settings, and the annual leave let me make it 50%. See whether that works. See, you got 14 leaves, and again you have another 7 leaves coming from 2015. That will make it 21, and I've taken 2 leaves, and the available leaves should be 19. So that's correct. So the now some companies want to make the leave accrue feature enabled so that you'll get leaves only the period of time that you have worked in the company. So now today is actually 8th May, and for this year I should be getting about 45% of the leaves available for this year, right? So to avoid confusion, I'm going to first go into the leave settings and disable the leave carry forward, and I'm going to enable the leave accrue. So once I disable the leave carry forward, I should be having only 12 leaves because I have already taken 2 leaves. And when the leave accrue is enabled, I should be entitled for about 45% of the leave. So let's see how it works. Because I have 14 leaves, and I should be, for each month I should be getting 14 divided by 12 number of leaves. So that means 1 point something. And if I go back to the my leave entitlement, let's see, I have 2.91 leaves available, and actually the original number of leaves I have at this moment is 4.91, so that's kind of correct, and there are about 9.09 leaves to be accrued, right? So that's also fine, and I'll show you how we can apply for a leave now. I can go to apply leave. I can select the leave type. uh, I'm going to specify leave start date August 14th, and it will be August 16th. So I purposely selected the Sunday, so just to show you that using our work week, the Sunday will be skipped by the system. So even though you selected the Sunday, you won't need to apply a leave for the Sunday. Okay, so here it says it's an unworking day, and I'm going to get a full day this day and 1 hour in the morning on 16th. So I'm going to apply for the leave, and my supervisor will be getting an email. And if you log in as the manager, then you should be able to see the leave that I have applied. So here the manager can also go to the leave section and see the list of subordinate leaves, and see here I have manager has received a notification as well. And here, from here, the manager can see all the days that I have applied for leave, and also from there the manager can see the number of available leaves I have and number of leaves in the leave request. So here all the leave accrue and all these features are taken into consideration. Um, Here now I'm going to the manager will approve the leave. Okay, I'm going to sign out from the manager and going to log in as admin again. Okay, now I will get the notification saying that my leave has been approved, and also the greeting. And here under leave management, and I can see that leave has been approved. So under the approved leaves also I can see the same. I'm going to view the leave, and it says pending to approved leave. Have a nice vacation. Right. Okay. Now you saw that how the leaves are working, and here related to the leave module, I can just show you the reports which are available for the leave module. You can go to the reports and reports module, and you can download the leave report actually. So here it will show you all the want leaves across the whole company. I don't want any specific employee. I'm going to add the all employees. The start date 2016, January 1st to 2016, December 31st. Status, all statuses. I'm going to download it. Here I'll see all the leaves that are taken by the employees, and you can download a CSV file if you want. Right. So on the leave report, you can also download the report only for a particular employee. You can start date 1st December 31st and get all the leaves. So here you can see the leave that I have just applied here. Also, there's another view available to see the leave entitlement of all the employees. I'm going to download it for all the employees, and here for the IceHrm employee, you can see the number of pending leaves, number of accrued available and to be accrued, and all these things. So in one screen, you can see the all leave entitlement of your company. Okay, so these are the two reports available for leave. Yeah, in future we might be adding few other reports which should be useful. Okay, so let's go to our next module, which is the company loans. It's just of you can define loan types, and you can assign employees. You can assign loans to employees. Okay, now let's go to the next one. The audit log. Audit log actually for viewing all the actions that your employees are taking. So for an example, you can see that my manager has changed a leave from pending to approved, and that is recorded in the audit log. So then let's go to the employees module. Employees module, you can add people. Here you can see a bunch of employees, and you can add skills to the employees. So there are two ways that you can do this. So for an example, you can go into the employee and you can go into the qualifications tab, and you can add a skill here. Right. So as well, you can under this tab, you can see skills of all the employees, and from here as well, you can add any skill for any employee you want. So whatever the skills you are adding under the all skills tab will go into the employees personal leave details as well. Okay, so from here you can do various changes to the employees, as well as using the other tabs. You can manage all the employees as a whole. So it would be kind of convenient. All right, now let's go and edit some of the details of this employee. Okay, now here you can see all these details, and you can add new details, and you can select index supervisors. And one thing I forgot to tell you about is like when I was applying leaves, my manager was able to see the leaves. So also we can change the system in a way that I have a bunch of indirect supervisors, and the indirect supervisors are also entitled to approve my leave requests. So that is a very useful feature, and you can enable it here under the settings area. You can go to leave video, and you can say allow indirect admins to approve and set it to yes. Right, so that's some additional information. And so when you are editing the employee, let's say you just want to change some field. Maybe you wanted to change this employee number to employee ID. There's a way you can do it. You can go to the system to manage field name setup, and here you can change it from employee number to employee ID. Save it. Come back to the employee screen, and here you will see employee ID instead of the employee number. So the employees can also upload profile images. Employees can upload their profile images, and yeah, so they can delete their profile image, and it will come back to the default, and you can edit various information about employees here. Right. Okay. Now let's explore other tabs as well. You can add the educational details, certifications, and as I said, uh, you can add whatever the languages that the employee has proficiency, and yeah. Okay. Now you can add dependents, images, contacts, and here there's another two fields called suspended employees and terminated employees. So you can temporarily suspend an employee, and that'll that'll actually, like, if you suspend an employee anytime you want, you can bring it back to the that employee into an active status. But there's another way you can completely delete or terminate an employee. Then if you do that, you cannot recover that employee as an employee in the IceHrm application, but you can download their details as a JSON. Alright, so for an example, I'll just temporarily suspend this employee, and you can see this employee here. Even in this state, you can edit whatever details you want. There you can, from here, if you want, you can delete the employee, and that will take the employee to the terminated area. And from there, if you want, you can download the employee details as it is fine. Right. So that is all about the employee module. You can go and explore more in detail here. And so the next module is the employee history. So the employee history module records all the changes that we have been doing to the employees. So for an example, as you can remember, I just now changed the indirect supervisors of IceHrm employee, and that action has been recorded here. You can view the details of that action and all the data time and everything here, right? And so that is the employee history module. So we have another module for managing documents. You can add company documents. You can define document types. So these are the document types that employees use to upload their documents. So you have a document type called ID copy, and employee can go in and upload their ID copy here. And if you have a document called driving license, they can go in and update the driving license as well. Okay, now the travel administration. So here you can see all the travel requests coming from the employees, but at the moment there are no travel requests. Maybe I can go in and make a travel request here for the travel module. And here I'm going to add a travel request. The 17th, and once I don't need any more. Still. And I'm not going to upload any documents, but if you want, you can upload these documents as well. And save this one. So here if I go to the travel management, since I am the admin, I should be able to see this as a request, as a travel request. So my manager or me, I mean, because I'm an admin, I can approve the travel request. But if you are a normal employee, you won't be able to do that. Then your manager will have to go and approve this travel request. Okay, now let's move on to the expense administration. In the expense administration, you can define various expense categories. You can add payment methods. You can see all the employee expenses here. So for an example, now I'm going to go into the finance and add a new expense. So I'm going to add some details. Okay, when I add an expense on the employee's expense administration, the managers can see the expenses, employee expenses, and also, yeah, so this is the expense, and now I should be getting the notification as well. Right, now to the reports, you can download the expense reports by specifying a time period. Let's say the expense report of all the employees for the May. So here is the expense request, which I have applied just a few seconds ago. So from the employees expense administration, I can go back and see the status, and I can approve it. Alright, so let's now go to the monitor attendance. Monitor attendance section shows all the attendance increase of the employees of the company, and this is available for the managers as well. And you can see which employees has clocked in, and If they are not clocked in, then it will, for the day, then it will show as a gray button, and if they have clocked in and clocked out, then that will show as a yellow. And if they are already in the office, then that will be showing as a green dot. So here I'm going to the attendance module, and I'm going to punch in for today, save it, and if I go back to the monitor attendance, then you should be able to see that I have checked it, clocked it. Right now, the next module is the performance charts. Here you can see the attendance and see the data coming from the attendance module and the timesheets module, and I'll cover this area once I complete the timesheets module and also. Right, okay. Now let's move on to the next module. The reports, you have seen how the reports works, and because of that I'm not going to go into this module. And on system you have the settings, users, the user module. uh, so you have employees, and you need to define users and attach these users to the employees so that the employees can log into the system. So all the email notifications and all the notifications and email notifications will use this email address defined under the user, and you can define an employee and then attach that employee to a user, and that employee will be able to log into the system. All right, so the users can have various user levels and user roles. So these things actually described in a separate video. Now there's another module called manage module. So this module is to manage all the modules in IceHrm. If you do not want any module to be included in the system, then you can just disable this module. So for example, you can disable the employee history module here, save it, and when you refresh it, that module will not be available. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and enable that employee history module. Right now, the manage permission section, we have a bunch of predefined permissions, like whether a manager can add clients, edit clients, or delete clients. So there are various permissions where you can go through these permissions and set these permissions for various different user levels. The next section is the upgrade is available in the hosted version. And under this, if you want to upgrade your IceHrm to a paid installation, then you can do it from here, and you can see all the invoices here. And how we are charging is that we every month we generate a new invoice for you. Then you have to go into this invoice section and make the payment. And if you have two unpaid invoices, then your users will not be able to log into the system. And for to make it easier for our IceHrm users, we have now added a section to manage a prepaid credit. So you don't have to come in and make a payment every month for your invoices. You can keep a credit balance in your account by making a transaction. If you want to do that, then just send an email to team@ichrm.com and we will send you an invoice for that. Right. Okay, now under manage metadata, you can see all the currencies and currency types, nationalities, and the various metadata available in the system. If you do not want any other countries, then you can just go and delete these countries from the system. So, and also, if let's say your company is only based in US, and you don't, when you are selecting or when you're selecting or adding various elements to the system, you don't need to see all other countries and all other currencies. So there's a way under the settings area where you can set a default country. Here you can say allowed countries, and you can add United States here and save it. For the allowed currencies, you can say ski, maybe $20, save it. Okay, now for an example, if you go back to the employees, go back to finance, loans, and if you're going to add the company loan or something, then here you can see only the Canadian dollar and the United States dollar is available here. And also, if you're going to do the view settings, if you're going to add a work week, then for the work week on the United States will be available. So like that you can define a lot of countries in the system. But since the Turkey was selected before making that change, that will remain here. Okay, now we were on system and manage metadata, and you have seen how field name setup works, and you can use this to add custom fields, and also you can change the names of existing fields under the